Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Vivian here, welcome. Today I am doing my first ever men's fragrance review, and if you know me, you know I love luxury and niche perfumes. I have a lot of female favorites, but I also have a lot of favorites for men as well. And honestly, this list I'm loving right now. I have 5 fragrances with me, and one of them even had me crushing on a guy for like a month. And this was like one of the only things that I liked about him, but he smelled so good I couldn't even help myself. So you're gonna want to stay tuned for this video, okay? All right, let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. So the first one we have here is from Creed, and we have 2 Creed fragrances in this review. And if you know Creed, you know that they are quality, you know that they are luxury, they are niche. And this one is called Silver Mountain Water. It was actually recommended to me by one of my friends from college, and I just know I can trust him because in college he always smelled so good. Okay, so this is one of his favorites. He told me that it's one of his most complimented. So I'm just like, okay, well, I have to smell it. Like, let me be the judge of that. But guys, it is so good. Immediately, I'm just like, it is a manly fragrance for sure. And the thing about niche is that it's just, I feel like most niche fragrances, they're not going to be basic. Like, it's not just going to smell like your everyday guy. Like this, it is manly for sure. It has that fresh opening, but immediately I can already tell that it's good quality. It smells more expensive than like your usual fragrances. And it's like, it's just so good. Let me read the notes to you guys. So the top notes are bergamot, blackcurrant, and orange. And the middle notes are tea, ozonic accord. I don't know what that means. So. And the base notes are musk and sandalwood. So it's obviously very complex. It's not just like a fresh fragrance. It's manly, but it's complicated and it's fresh. It is perfect in my opinion for the spring and summertime. And you can even tell like with its name, Silver Mountain Water. It's just going to be like open, and in my opinion, all of these fragrances are sexy in my opinion. They are just attractive. It just smells like a guy with his stuff together, a guy who knows what's good. Like he knows quality, and I love it. I love it. Like my friend Charlins, if you're watching this, you were not wrong about this one. It's so good. And Creed, if you know Creed, they have so many options for both men and women. So it's like when you find something that you really like. So one of the fragrances that I'm sure if you know niche fragrances, you know of this, is Creed Aventus. That's, I would say, their most popular fragrance for men. And it's good, but I feel like so many people have it. This one, I think it's such a good alternative because it's still manly, it's fresh, but it's like, I would say it's a little bit more complex than Creed Aventus, which I love. I love that fragrance, but this one is good. I really like this one. So good, so good. So this next one, guys, it is not niche, it is designer. I know, who am I? This is from Chanel. This is Bleu de Chanel, and this specific one is the Parfum version. So all of the other versions of Bleu de Chanel, they're all right, but this one really drew me in. Like, when I went to Saks and the person I was working with, when he sprayed this for me, like I literally almost stuck it up my nose. It was so good. Because I feel like a lot of the time with like designer, it's like it just smells very like basic. This one is more complex. So if you're going to go for Bleu de Chanel, I would say go for the Parfum version. And it is so good. Let me read what they have on their website. An invigorating freshness opened, lingering on the warm fullness of cedar, sandalwood that sweeps throughout the intense aromatic woody accord, leaving a captivating trail. And girl, let me tell you, girls and boys, I'm captivated. It is fresh. It is so fresh. It smells manly. All of these, in my opinion, they all smell very manly, but this one, it is more captivating. It pulls you in more, and it just smells like higher quality, in my opinion. And I love a fresh fragrance. This is perfect for spring and summer. It is good. I see this with like a clean white tee, just like a clean cut guy who's just like has his stuff together and who's manly and just clean and just takes care of himself. And when he passes you, you're just like, ooh, wow. Like, you are going to notice for sure. It's so good. This is Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum version. If you get the other ones, that's on you, but I really like this one. This one's my favorite. And the guy at the store sold me on this. So let's move on to the one that had me crushing for like a month on someone that I usually wouldn't crush on. And that is Baccarat Rouge. Guys, this perfume, first of all, this was my first niche purchase, was Baccarat Rouge. I think the Extrait version, which is the one I have here, the Extrait version is best for men. And then the original, which was the one that I purchased, I think that can either lean men or women, but the Extrait one is just like more powerful. It has more presence because of the higher concentration of the perfume oil. And guys, I don't know what it was, but before I purchased this fragrance, when I first smelled it, I did not like it, but the lady gave me a sample. So I tried it for like months and I started to love it more and more. And then I went somewhere and I smelled it on this guy. And where I lived, not a lot of people don't know a lot about niche perfumes. So I'm just like, the fact that someone knows about this and has it and wears it and it just smelled so good. I promise you, I crushed on that man. I crushed on that man for like about a month and I couldn't shake it because it smelled so good. And let me just go through the notes for you guys. They don't really list like the top, middle, base notes. They just have like a bunch of notes. So it has saffron, cashmere, it has ambroxan, it has cedar from Virginia. So if you're from Virginia, what up? Thank you for helping with Baccarat Rouge. And it has jasmine from Egypt. Listen, I don't really care about the notes. All I know is that this is like a great example of like an intoxicating perfume. And I think, honestly, I feel like it smells better on men. It's just, it has a masculine kind of twinge to it. Even though it is sweet, it's not a fresh fragrance. So a lot of fragrances for men are not usually sweet. They're usually fresh. This is sweet, but it has a masculine type of like twinge to it. So I do think it works best on men. It just smells expensive. It smells luxurious. It smells different. I mean, a lot of people do have this. So I guess if you're in a circle where, you know, the people you're around, they don't know a lot about perfumes, you can get away with this because a lot of people have it. But what I've learned is that you can layer so many things with Baccarat Rouge. If you feel like too many people around you smell like this, just layer it with something else and you're gonna smell great. But it just has a luxurious, just, I think it's sexy. I think it's intoxicating. It just pulls you in and it's like, it's so good. And the Extrait version, I think men, like if you're gonna go for this, go for the Extrait version. So that's the one in the red bottle. It's so good. It just, I can't even describe it. It just, for me, it's like the perfect definition of like a nice niche brand. Because honestly, now there are so many like dupes of this, but nothing smells like the original. It just smells like good quality. And I love it. This is the one. I know a lot of women love this one as well, but I just feel like on a guy, it's just like, it sends you off. It's so good. Love, 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 love. Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait version. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this also is from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is called Gentle Fluidity Silver. So they have Gentle Fluidity Gold and then they have Silver. I have tried them both. I think the gold one is better suited for women and the silver one immediately gave me a masculine feel, like immediately. It's beautiful. It's kind of like the first one we spoke about from Creed. It's fresh. It's very fresh. Spring, summertime for sure. This is something I think you can also layer if you want to, guys, because it is very fresh. It has that like fresh opening, but it's also very woody. And I love that. Very masculine. It's like immediately masculine. I don't think a female can pull this off, in my opinion. I don't know, if you want to, you can, but like this is a masculine fragrance. Very fresh. Again, quality. It smells like good quality. I love, love, love that. For some reason, I thought I would like the gold one better, but I do like the silver better just because I just feel like it's like just a burst of like amazingness. And like the gold is a little bit like forgettable. I love this one. Let's read the notes. So the notes here: nutmeg, vanilla, juniper berries, amber woods, very woody, musk, and coriander seeds. It is so good, guys. I think it's such a simple like fragrance. It's not something that's crazy, like, you know, complex. It's fresh, it's luxury, it's quality, and I don't know, I feel like if you have this in your collection, you're good to go. It gives the vibe of like everyday scent, and I love that. Just a fresh smelling guy. Very attractive. Love it. Gentle Fluidity Silver by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I like it. Okay. Okay, guys, so now to my favorite perfume on this list, guys. My absolute favorite. It is like sexy. It is alluring. It is complex. It is so niche. It is so beautiful. This is Oud for Greatness. And guys, I flippin' love this fragrance. And you know what's funny? When I first started to get into niche, I got a sample of this from Neiman Marcus, and they like market it as unisex, but in my opinion, this is a men's fragrance for sure. This is a men's perfume, because when I tried it on myself, I did not like it at all. I was like, oh, I hate this. And then my cousin got it, and I was like, wow, it smells so good on him. And then I asked my friend Charland, and he told me that that's one of his favorites. And I'm just like, I know it's good. I know it's good. And now, like, now that I've smelled it on someone, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a winner. And this, guys, this is my favorite. This is a beautiful fragrance. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so good. It's so good. It is intoxicating. Like, this is, it's so complex. It's dynamic. And usually oud fragrances are usually too oudy. Like, they're usually too much. But this is beautiful. And I would say this is a great example of a complex niche fragrance. It's like, you can't fully put your finger on it, but it is just so beautiful. I love this fragrance. So let's read the notes. If you're a girl and you love someone, you're in a relationship, you're married, I would say that this is, you want to smell this on your guy. I promise you, you want to smell this on your guy. But make sure you love them, okay? Don't just buy this for anyone, because it's special, and also it's not $2, okay? It's up there in price, but it's so worth it. It's so complex, so beautiful. The notes: natural oud wood, agar wood oil, I don't know what the heck that is, lavender, saffron, patchouli, and musk. Like, I have no other words. Ooh, so good. So I wouldn't say that this is an everyday scent, but to be honest, if you wanted to wear it every day, I wouldn't be mad at you. This is like, I picture like a guy in like just a well-tailored, beautiful suit. Just, this guy is just, he's handsome. He got his stuff together. He got some money. Like, this is so, I'm sorry. This is the perfect definition of like intoxicating, alluring, just kind of like mysterious. I love it. This is honestly, I love Baccarat Rouge 540, the Extrait, but this, I would say, it's like a step, like one step above it, because I don't think a lot of people have this fragrance, and it's just gonna set you apart. Like, people are going to ask you what you're wearing. You're gonna get compliments on this. Like, this is a great gift for a guy, and if you're a guy and you want to buy it for yourself, do it. Smell it first, because like I said, it's not $2. So if you open it, you can't return it. So go to like Saks, Neiman Marcus, smell this fragrance. It's so good. And like this brand, Initio, they have so many amazing fragrances, and they're just quality. Like, it just smells expensive, period. I would say that this is my favorite from them for sure. And this is like my number one on the list. I know I wasn't like, you know, ranking these, but this is like a 10 out of 10 for me. I like more complex fragrances. I do love a fresh, like, you know, manly fragrance on a guy, but this is like this is gonna make me turn my head because it's so different. It's like, who are you? Like, you know, what's your story? It just makes me more interested to, like, you know, find out a bit more. Oud for greatness. So good. So good. I can't even deal. Anyways, let's close out this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really liked it. Let me know what else you want to see, what you guys are wearing right now, what your favorites are, because I would love to go and smell them. That's like one of my favorite hobbies, just going to the stores and smelling fragrances. Love, 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 love. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Okay? Bye.